Still out and about. We're in Naman Square, and so yeah, just thinking more about what we had talked about the other day. There's Sandy over there, right there. Uh, you know, our life in China and things like that. And I try to tell people, prospective teachers, and people who want to move here, that you really can have a good life. It really has a lot to do with your attitude. I worked with a guy, and I mentioned this in one of my early videos, my second or third video. He complained everywhere we went, okay? Oh, the noodle isn't like the photo. This food isn't what I ordered, everything, And I said, look, it's not McDonald's. You can't get, they don't do service like that here. It's just a different way of life, okay? I lived in Europe. Hey, Sandy. I lived in Europe for about 2.5 years, and, at the time, I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go to school there. I wanted to be back in the States, and I bitched and complained and moaned, and honestly, I would say was a pain in the ass, and exactly what a lot of people are here. If you're not happy here, it's probably better if you go home. Okay, now if you stay and don't complain about it. There are
every country are different.
And believe me, it is very, very different. And what's funny? It's the little things here that get to you. It's not you expect the language to be different, you expect the food to be different, but it's the little things like, they take long breaks in the afternoon, 2.5 to 3.5 hours for lunch. And you say, oh my God, that sounds great. It is and it isn't. You go home for 2 hours and you're exhausted. It makes the day split in half and feel like 2 days. But that's just one of the things that you have to do. But, if you're going to be here and complain and whine, I strongly advise that you stay back home. Okay? And that's something I wish I could tell my younger self, and I'm sure my parents wish, that I was a little bit more open-minded when I was, 18 to almost 21 when I lived in Germany. Now, I traveled and I loved it, but I definitely did not appreciate what I had when I had it. And, there's a line in It's a Wonderful Life. That's probably one of my all-time favorite movies. When George and Mary are walking home from the dance, and he's talking, and the old man is sitting on the porch saying, why don't you kiss her? And he says, oh, youth is wasted on the wrong people, okay? And I gotta agree with that statement. When I was young, what I had was wasted, okay? Now, I do all my travel videos, and I travel like a maniac because I feel like, if you have the opportunity, you got to take it. You absolutely have to take it. Okay? Sandy's all playing around. And so I was lucky enough to come here. I got offered a great job at a high school. And then 2 years later, I met Sandy. Okay?
We are married.
Yeah, I got a great wife out of it. I have a great life. Like I said before, we're looking to buy a house in the U.S., not to live there, but to vacation and for Sandy to go to school. Okay? There you go. Get a shot of the square. But like I said, if you want to do something, if you want to travel and live overseas because you're bored in, Waco, Texas, which is not far from my hometown, and you want to get out of there, do it. Send me a message. Okay, if you want to come over here and try something that is completely out of the ordinary, do it. Okay, you can make good money, live a good life, you have fun. It's cheap to travel from here. It's a good base to hop off to other countries. I mean, we go to Thailand and round trip, it's $600 total, about $300, $320 per person round trip from Incheon to Bangkok. Okay, and it's a 7-hour flight with a 2-3 hour layover in Kunming. Okay, you can't fly New York to Chicago sometimes for $300. Okay, When I went back to the States the first time, I flew from China to Seattle, and it cost me $400 round trip for a flight back to the States. Most of the time, you're looking at about $600-700, and with the virus, once things open up, it's probably going to be a lot more. But once you're here, there is a huge world of opportunity that's open for you, okay? Travel, experience new things, and just, change your perspective, okay? You don't realize how much a place affects you until you leave it. And when I've gone back to the States to visit my parents, a lot of the things that you might think annoy you in China or in that country you're living, they follow you and they come with you and it sticks with you, okay? I couldn't believe when I was in the Philadelphia area how everywhere I went had no Wi-Fi. I couldn't believe it. We're in the US and there's no Wi-Fi. In China, I bet you I could hop on a free Wi-Fi right where I'm sitting, okay? Probably one of these little phone shops or something like that would have Wi-Fi for free. Bank of China has free Wi-Fi everywhere you go. But it's just these little things that, you miss from your new home. So anyway, sorry about the long rant, but we're going to go ride around, and Sandy's filming while we're here. It's probably almost 10 to 11 right now. So we're going to ride around and see what else we can find, but I hope you enjoyed and didn't get bored by my chat. If you have any questions, send me a message. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.